got this kitty. It's a T-bear. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, X Stitch and Chill. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so glad you are here to spend some stitchy time with me. And if you're new here, my name is Kelsey and this channel is all about cross stitch and the chill things that I do while I'm cross stitching. So I wanted to start out with a really big thank you. My channel hit a huge milestone this week, and that's the 4,000 watch hours within a year that YouTube wants you to have before they start monetizing and sharing ad revenue. So now every time you watch an ad on my channel, you're not just supporting YouTube, you're supporting me personally. So thank you so much for helping me reach that goal. I'm really excited about this new season, see how things go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping now fund my small addiction of cross stitching. My mom actually got me this shirt and it says, yes, I really do need all these cross stitch patterns. I might want to stitch them someday. You never know. And sometimes they go away. So it's important to get the patterns you really like when you see them. That's my rational explanation to it. I also enjoy supporting the artists who make the patterns. So I have a small hoard of patterns that will never get stitched, but you know what? It's fine. So I recently got a little influx of subscribers, so I thought maybe a quick little introduction would be helpful. My name is Kelsey and welcome to the channel if you're new here. I live in Denver, Colorado with my husband and our 10-year-old daughter. We also have 2 cats. One is named Cat and he is 17 or 18, and we also have another cat, Tinker, but we call him T-Bear, and he is 16, 15, 16, somewhere around there. They're older cats. And then we do have a sweet little golden retriever named Penny, and she is about to turn 5 in a couple of months. So it's a full house here. I love doing my hobbies, which are obviously cross stitching, and I love watching movies and television. And I really like audiobooks. Recently I've gotten really into the audiobooks. I borrow them from the library and then I can stitch while I'm reading. So I still get my reading time in, but I can stitch at the same time. I've really been enjoying that. And when I am not doing my hobbies, I am momming a lot, and I also work as a freelance videographer, and I used to do a lot of weddings, but I think the weddings and business videos have kind of evened out now, which is nice because I have most of my summer back now. But I do really enjoy shooting weddings. I shoot for small businesses, and I'll do pretty much anything. I do some photography, like headshots and lifestyle branding kind of stuff, but bread and butter is mostly filming weddings in the summer and working with other small businesses to help them with their video needs. But enough about me. I'm sure you came here for the stitching, maybe a little bit of me, but mostly the stitching. So we are going to get into that, and brace yourselves because I have another finish. I know, right? Like, I feel like this is what happens. I have a bunch of finishes all at the same time, and then it's like no finishes forever. So I'm excited to share another finish with you guys. I finished it last night, actually. Today's Wednesday when I'm filming, but I finished it last night while my daughter was at cheerleading. And yeah, I'm really excited about finishing it. It's a Christmas themed stitch. So it's going to go away for a little while, but I finished Tidings of Comfort and Joy, which is by Modern Folk Embroidery, and I stitched it mostly from stash. I ordered 2 fabrics for a project and decided to use one, obviously kept the other one. Why would I return it? And I had bought some floss for a different project that I didn't end up using. So that is how this one got done. Super pretty. I love it. Pretty small stitch, but you know, the pattern is a little difficult just with all the little snowflakes and like these little snowflake motifs and stuff. But it's really cute. I love it. I love how it turned out. So that is O Tidings of Comfort and Joy from Modern Folk Embroidery. And yeah, I'm so excited it's finished. I'm going to probably finish it like maybe on like the little like triangle like board situation. So yeah, I can kind of like set it up when I start decorating for Christmas again. I just put all the Christmas stuff away. So I gotta like finish it and then like pull it back out. I don't know, maybe I'll wait till closer to Christmas to fully finish it. But I love how it turned out. The fabric is an 18 count Fog by Picture This Plus. And the floss is from Weeks Dyes and it's Louisiana hot sauce. So it's a slightly variegated red. I don't know if you can really tell. It does have some like brighter parts and some darker parts, but it's not super variegated, which I like. It's kind of subtle. It gives it a little depth, but nothing like crazy. I haven't done anything with crazy variegated thread. I kind of want to, but I have so many other things. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that is my finish. I'm so excited to have another one crossed off the list. I crossed it off on my spreadsheet this morning. It felt really good. So then I have a new start, which is my 2024 temperature stitch. I am doing the Galaxy, the Spiral Galaxy temperature stitch from Climbing Goat Designs. And yeah, it's really pretty. I'm very excited. My needle minders are sticking together. They're excited too. All right, so I'm stitching this on an 18 count black Aida, which is covered in cat and dog hair at this point already. I just started this like this week, and yeah, this is how far I've gotten so far. So just a small start on my temperature stitch here. But it's like 4 arms of the Galaxy that spin around each other. So like this is the start of the first leg or arm. And then the bottoms are usually the high temperatures and the top part is the low temperatures. Except for one, I messed up. So it's fine. Nobody cares. But I've gotten like halfway through January or so, maybe not quite halfway. But I'm really liking how it's turning out. Climbing Goat Designs does a really good job with their temperature stitches because they give you so much information and help to begin with. You know, the temperature stitch I did last year, which was by the Needle and Floss, was pretty simple, and I had the pattern like pretty much memorized, so I didn't ever have to use the pattern. That's not going to be the case with this one. And like each day is a different amount of stitches and changes colors often. I think I did every 3 degrees the color changes. And so they have like charts in the pattern that's like, okay, well, if you want to do 20 colors, this is what your chart will look like. If you want to do 30 colors, this is what your chart's going to look like. 40 colors is what it's going to look like. I think it goes all the way up to like 56 or something, like enough that you could do like a color for every degree if you wanted to. I opted not to do that because that was a lot of colors. I am doing like the 40 color version. So it's kind of nice because it changes up a little bit than my last year one. Like my last year one, there might be like 3 days where the high is the same color. And so this one will be a little more colorful because it changes colors more often. I did my chart, and also what's nice about their charts is that you can customize it to your area. Like if you live in Florida and there's not a huge variation and swing in temperatures, it's always between 50 and 100 million. You can customize the temperature chart so that your temperature chart looks interesting, because sometimes if it's like every 5, it's just like everything's red, if you live in a place like that, like Arizona or Florida or something. But with the Climbing Goat Designs ones, they help you figure out like the best range for you based on the average highs and lows for your area. So mine goes down to -13 and it goes up to 100. We don't get very many over 100 days, so I'm not really worried about that. But then, of course, I was putting in the temperatures for last week, and was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't know. It was really cold, and the lowest that it got was -19. So, yeah, I did not go that far down. So it's just like -13 and below. So, that's what this purple one is. Definitely a negative temperature, but I don't know what it is. I'd have to go look. But anyway, that is my temperature stitch that I recently started. I'm very excited to keep going on that one. It's going to look really cool. The 18 count black Aida is a little tough because it's black. But like I have my iPad with me when I'm stitching on it for the pattern. So I kind of just like put it over the iPad so I can see the holes a little easier. I know some people like just have a light that they shine underneath of it, but if I like use my book light or something, I use a little book light on my hoops or my stand. If I put this underneath, sometimes it's a little too much, but the iPad's like enough. And then it also has like a little, you can kind of see the colors and the design underneath it. So it's a little easier to see the holes, I think. But yeah, and then I'll shine this on top so I can see the top part too. And yeah, 18 count black is hard, but I am glad that I am practicing with it, because there is a stitch that I have that's a lot like the Deathly Hallows stitch that I'm doing, but it is Zelda. And yeah, it's a lot of black on that one, so I don't want to stitch the black. I just want to stitch the colors. So I would probably stitch it on a 18 count black Aida. So we'll see whenever that one gets pulled out, but there's so many others that I want to do first. So yeah, I've heated up this tea twice now. I keep forgetting about it, and it's really good. It's a double spiced chai, because the regular chai was just not cutting it. I needed more. I needed more spice. It's in my cute Cheshire cat mug. He like goes from fully drawn to just like kind of a sketch. It's cute. I like it. Okay. So getting into whips. The first one I'm going to talk about is Witch's Brew by, again, my needle minders are like having a time. Where's... I found it. Okay, we got it. We got it. We're all good. Okay. Back to business. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is Witch's Brew, which is by the Witchy Stitcher. I bought this when they were doing Witchy Stitcher Day, which was last October 1st. And I did start it on that day for the Witchy Stitcher Day. And I picked this one up because one of the fandom prompts was something spooky. So this is the spookiest pattern I have right now. This is the go-to spooky pattern, but this is what it looked like last time I showed you guys. I think I wasn't quite finished with the teacup, and now I actually got quite a bit done on this one. It's looking more like what it should look like. So I got the teacup done, and I think I got all the black stitches done on the teacup part. There is words underneath that still need to do the black, but I'm waiting to do those last, because there's another purple color that needs to go through here, and then that's the top of the witch's brew, so I don't want to count too much. So I'm just going to wait until I do that color. But I did finish the black, and I started on the purple. There's some like bubbles in there that are purple, and the little bats. So yeah, this one is getting pretty close to a finish too, but I probably will only pull it out like for fandom. I think this week there's another like scary prompt. I can't remember. They all run together. So I might use it then, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But yes, that is Witch's Brew, and so that one is getting going. All right, next whip is my Heart of Winter. If you're new to my channel, me and some friends from Twitch are doing a stitch along for the Heart of the Seasons, which are patterns by Little Dove Stitchery, and this is the last one. We have done spring, summer, fall, and now we're working on winter. Some people have finished, and I am not one of those people, but I have finished all the other patterns, and they turned out great. So I am very excited for this one. I've been waiting to finish all of them, to FFO them all together, like so they're in the same frames and stuff, and then I'll switch it out with every season. But winter is by far my favorite. It's so pretty. It's like snowy and mountainy, and I love it. So this is what it looked like last time I showed you guys, and this is what it looks like now. So I got this heart band pretty much done. The band underneath is only halfway stitched down there, but I got all the snowflakes. There's some back stitching up here with the snowflakes, but yeah, so I got a lot of that done. Pretty much the first page is almost done. There's still back stitching, obviously, but then there's like some trees that go down here too, like a little band of trees. So I still need to do that, but first page is almost completed, and it's so pretty. I love it. It's like, it feels quiet. You know, like the other ones have animals, and it has birds, and birds are animals, but like the summer one has like sailboats and stuff, and it just feels like active, and this one just feels cozy. Like it's just snowy, and all the little houses have like orange windows for like fires and stuff, and it's so pretty. I am really excited to be working on this one. So it will be done eventually. I think I'm supposed to finish it by March. I think end of February is when it's supposed to be done, which probably is not going to happen, but I will try my best to see if I can get it done. And then there is one more Heart of Christmas that she put out, and so I might stitch that one too, but I'm not in a rush to stitch it, so I haven't even bought it. I should buy it. All right, so the next whip that I'm going to talk about is my focus piece for the year. So I want to finish this one this year, and that is my Deathly Hallows, which is art by DJ Vigo, and the pattern is charted by Thread Geeks. And this is a retired pattern, so it's no longer available. And it's just so pretty. I love working on this one. This one, it's full coverage and it's like, it's confetti, but it's not terrible like Tea Room or Moay and Chandon are, but it's still good. I love it. So I have been, Schitt's Creek is my oldest one, but this one's almost old. So the last time you guys saw it, it looked like this, and I am trying to get 3,100 stitches in it by the end of the month. And I'm not positive that's a realistic goal. At least for every month, for sure. Like, I think I have a little over 1,000 stitches left to get to the 3,100, but I was thinking I would be able to do 3,100 on this one and 3,100 on Schitt's Creek in the same month, and that's just not going to happen. But I do want to focus on this one more than Schitt's Creek, so if I have extra time at the end of the month, I'll do a little on Schitt's Creek, but I really want to get the 3,100 done on this one. But yeah, that's what it looked like last time you guys saw it, and this is what it looks like now. So I'm over 50%. I think I'm almost 60% done with this page that I'm working on right here. And yeah, it's so pretty. So many fun blues. I kind of do all the blues first and then I get into the yellows. I kind of tackle this one different from my other full coverage because this one I do color completes on each page. So I'll go into my markup and I'll see like what color has the most stitches for the page. Usually it's black, but I ignore black first. But once the black one, or I find what color has the most stitches on it, and I go through and color complete on the page with that one, and then I go to the next color that has the most stitches. And it's just kind of easy that way. And yeah, it's turning out beautiful. It still has a long way to go. I think this is page 1, 2, 3. I think this is the 5th page I'm working on out of 12. So yeah. You think you're doing well, and then you like step back and look at the whole project and you're like, yeah, this is gonna take forever. But I do really want to finish this one. I want to see it hanging on my wall. So the last whip is Moay and Chandon, and the goal was to get 1,000 stitches on this one this month, and I finished that goal, so yay for me. But then when you see what 1,000 stitches look like, you're gonna be like, cool, Kelsey. You went really far on that. So I am using the parking method on this one, and last week, I forgot to mention that last week my parking method video did get a lot of views. So if you want to see any more like behind the scenes kind of stuff about how I stitch, let me know in the comments and I can make those for you. So this is what it will look like when it is finished. I absolutely love the colors on this one, the pinks and the peaches and the reds. It's like, oh, it's beautiful. Those are the threads hanging right here. The other ones are for tea room. There's decidedly more. But this is what it looked like last time. And I think last time you guys saw it, it was, I just had started it. It was like New Year, New Start. But now it looks like this. I have so many parked threads on it. So we'll try our best here to like get a good visual. But I'm starting in the top corner and it's a lot, but it's so pretty. Like you can see like it all kind of coming together in here. Oh, gorgeous. I love it. This one is on a 25 count even weave and it's pre-gridded. And yeah, I wanted to do 1,000 stitches and I got 1,000 stitches on it. The Diddy Stitcher, Helen, she is doing these patterns as well. So she's doing this one, and then I own the other one. I have the pattern for the other one, but she's doing both of them at the same time. And they're like sister patterns. And so she's got a lot more done than me, and she's got their faces done, and it looks so good. She just posted recently on her Instagram, and in her latest FlossTube, she shared them, and they are gorgeous. So pretty. I can't wait to be at that point that she's at. But yeah, so that got 1,000 stitches, and now that this has 1,000 stitches, I am going to do 1,000 stitches on Tea Room. Yeah, so I'm trying to just like swap off, because these are such big patterns. They will never be done if I'm not working on them at all. So I figure just a little bit every month, or it might not be every month, but just a little bit, 1,000 stitches, trade off, so that it's at least being touched, and forward progress. That's what we want, forward progress. And I'll tag Helen, the Ditty Stitcher, down below. She's a really fun channel. She has a great FlossTube channel. If you are looking for another one, hers is great. So I will tag her down below, and you can go watch her stuff, and you can see my future. Okay, so haul. I don't have a ton of haul, despite the fact my shirt says I need all the cross stitch patterns. I haven't bought a pattern in a little while, so that's good. I've been really trying to save money this year, at least at the start of the year, because just Christmas, you know, cleans you out. So I am trying to mostly stitch from stash and work on things that I already have, and not kit up new projects and everything, because I did kit up Moay and Chandon, so before the new year. Well, actually in the new year, but I use gift cards. I got gift cards for Christmas. So. But yeah, I've been trying to save money and not buy a bunch of stuff, but I do have some haul for a new project. As I say, I'm not going to do new projects. I'm going to do the ones I have, but this one's totally different from, I mean, not totally different from cross stitch. I am doing an embroidery project, and I'm going to save it for its own video. So I won't talk about it on here until I post that video, but I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to share with you guys. It's not going to be like a tutorial video. It's going to be more like a, hey, come watch me try this kind of video. If you have never watched the Giddy Stitcher, she does a lot of like crafting experiments and stuff like that. So I feel like it's kind of a little bit more along those lines than it is a tutorial. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. I'm going to start that today, hopefully. All right, future plans besides the new embroidery project that I am going to start. Let's see, I want to keep working on Heart of the Seasons Winter, and yeah, hopefully finish page 1 before the next FlossTube, and get started into page 2, which is a lot of trees and another cottage and everything, so super cute. Then I want to start working on the 1,000 stitches for Tea Room, and I haven't pulled Tea Room out in a while, so I'm kind of excited to get back into it. I'm on a page that's a lot of blues, and it's beautiful, and I'm excited to pick that back up again for a little bit. I want to hit the 3,100 goal for Deathly Hallows. I think if I do like 150 stitches from now till the end of the month, if I do 150 every day, I'll hit the goal. So hopefully I can get that done. And then it's like, yeah, you get it done this month, but then you have to do it again the next month. So we'll see how that goes. And then I want to keep up with my temperature stitch. I did really good last year keeping up with it. You know, working on it twice a month and just kind of like getting as many days done as I could, so that when it gets to be 2025, which is insane, I'm not like having to do a bunch of stitching to get caught up, because then it's not fun and you want to start a new temperature stitch for the new year. So Yeah, I'm excited about doing that one. So that is all the stitching things that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little update and are excited about the projects and how they're going. If you want to keep up and see my progress on a lot of these projects and if I'm going to reach these goals, then make sure you subscribe. And I do appreciate any likes or comments. If you have any questions, I check all the comments and I always reply. So I love hearing from you guys and what you're working on. And yeah, it's great to talk to you guys. So if you only came for the stitchy stuff, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to hear about the chill stuff, which is movies and TVs and books and things, then we will get into that now. My husband's been traveling a lot for work and play, and I've been single parenting it up for like the whole month of January. And then he leaves again in February. So yeah, I'm just here hanging out. So I've gotten a lot of chill things done because normally like he comes home and he hasn't been home most of the day. So we watch something together or he watches something he's interested in watching and I listen to my book or whatever. But with him gone, it's like free reign. So I have gotten a lot of chill things done in the last couple weeks. So I have still been listening to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I keep saying secret, but it's invisible. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I bought the book when I went to Hawaii to read, and now I'm listening to the audiobook from the library. And last FlossTube, I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of bored, and I want to say thank you to, I think it's Sammy JJ5, 10? No, Sammy JJ10. Yes. And I just wanted to say thanks because she said to keep pushing through and that that Addie LaRue is really great and just keep going, keep going. So it is really great. I have been enjoying it lately. It's a great book. I only have about an hour left to listen to. Last night it was like 11 and I was like, okay, I got to get up and take my kid to school. I can't stay up another hour. So I had to stop, but I will probably finish it today at some point. And I have really been enjoying it. And then I don't have anything from the library. I have a couple holds, but they're not going to get delivered to me yet. So yeah, I don't know. I'll watch TV. I'll keep watching 30 Rock because I love 30 Rock. It's so good. But yeah, I have really been enjoying it. I'm excited to finish it. It's getting very crazy. So last time I was saying how I was going up to the mountains and I was going to get all this stitching done and everything. And it was a disaster. Not a total disaster, but it was a little rough. Driving up, we left like right after school and it was Friday and we knew it was going to be like snowy and windy up there. We got to, normally this drive from my house to Breckenridge is about an hour and 40 minutes. Just to give you some context here. So we got in the car and we got to Georgetown, which is about halfway. And it just came to like a dead stop. And the GPS was like 2.5 hours in traffic, 3.5 hours in traffic, 30 minutes in traffic. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? So we exited when we could in Georgetown and we stopped at the gas station to use the bathroom because we had the dog in there too. And we got snacks because we were like, we're going to be sitting in this for a long time. So we did end up sitting in traffic for about 2.5 hours up to the tunnel. Eisenhower Tunnel kind of divides the mountains. You can like go into the Eisenhower Tunnel in the sun and you can come out of the Eisenhower Tunnel into a blizzard. Just depends on the day. But there was a lot of blowing snow. They had closed the pass because it was so windy and the snow was blowing. There's like a pass that you can bypass the tunnel. So all of the hazmat trucks, which usually use the pass, have to go through the tunnel. And so they can't have anybody else going through the tunnel at the same time. So they stop traffic, let the hazmat people go like every hour or something like that. And then you get to go. So it makes it very slow going. And stopping in Georgetown, there was like definitely people who came from out of state, and they're walking around like, is this normal? Is this normal? And sadly, it kind of is. Like I-70 can get like crazy. So yeah, we made it though. It just took 4.5 hours to get there instead of an hour and 40 minutes. But I did listen to a great podcast. If you like Jake Johnson, who was on The New Girl, and he just had a movie come out on Hulu called Self-Reliance. I love him. I think he's hilarious. So he has a podcast with somebody else. I can't remember his name right now, but it's called We're Here to Help. And it's like they give advice, and it's like terrible advice. And the situations that people are in are really crazy, and really great podcast. I listened to like 4 episodes in the car while I was sitting around. So yeah, definitely check out his podcast. And I did watch Self-Reliance, which is his movie that just came out on Hulu, and it was good. Not quite as like wild and crazy as I thought it was gonna be, but still funny, still good. Anna Kendrick's in it, and it's enjoyable. You should definitely go check it out. And then on the way back from the mountains, it took us 2.5 hours because the beginning of the drive was very sketchy. Like somebody came down and like going fast down the snowy hill, and they like are in their own lane that they just made up themselves. And we're like, okay, cool. So yeah, it took a long time, but once we got closer to town, it got clear, and then it was sunny and beautiful in Colorado. But my parents left the next day, so I left a day earlier than I originally planned, and I'm really glad that I did, because it took my parents 5 hours to get home because they closed I-70. So they like went back to Breckenridge, and then they were like, okay, we'll just go the back way. So they went the back way, and it took them 5 hours because it was so much traffic and snow and wind, and it was like a snow bomb or something like that. I don't remember what they called it. It was something like a snow cyclone or a bomb cyclone or something like that. So yeah, it was not a good weekend to be traveling. Also, while we were in Breckenridge, I realized that we are strangely obsessed with the Game of Life, like the 1980s version. We have 2 versions up there. We have a newer version, and we have a 1980s, like the original version. And we play the original version every time we go up there, and multiple times. Like my sister and I played twice, just the 2 of us, and then we played with my brother and my brother-in-law. We were just weirdly obsessed with this board game. It's really fun though. I did really poorly one time, and I did really well another time. So it's fun. It's always different. We went and saw Mean Girls. My sister, my mom, and I had seen the stage play musical, and so we were excited to see the movie musical, especially because like Tina Fey's in it. Lindsay Lohan has a cameo, and it's great. And we really liked the movie. It's not as good as the stage play. They cut out some songs. Obviously, they can't have that, they're not going to have that long of a movie. But I really enjoyed the movie. It was great. I think if, you don't have access to the musical or, the stage musical, or things don't come to your town or anything, it's great. It was really good. I liked it a lot. So definitely go see it. Not as good as the play. So if you do have the opportunity to go see the play, go see it. But movie is really good. I was a little shocked when I went there because my daughter wanted an icy, and they didn't have an icy at this movie theater. It wasn't a very nice movie theater. It was just proximity-wise a good fit. And so I was like, I'll get you a fountain soda. And then it was like popcorn appreciation day. So we got free popcorn, which was a good thing because they charged me over $7. It's It's like $7.50 something for a fountain soda. A fountain, like a regular, like 16-ounce fountain soda. Basically paid $7.50 for them to hand me a cup that probably cost them 15 cents. And fill it up with soda that probably costs the same 15 cents. I mean, it was free refills, but like my 10-year-old does not need 32 ounces of root beer. Just a little shocked at how much. I don't go to the movie theaters very often, so a little shocked about how much it would cost. I finished The Crown the other night, and it was so great. Such a good show. And the ending was really satisfying and really good. It didn't quite go as far into her life as I thought it was going to, but I did enjoy it. It was a really great show. I might have to do a rewatch because Claire Foy comes back for a little bit, and she was my favorite when the Queen was young. She was really good. So yeah, I mean, all the women who played the Queen did an amazing job, but so I really enjoyed that. If you haven't watched The Crown on Netflix and you like historical things, definitely watch it. I also watched The Bubble on Netflix, and it's kind of like, it's like a pandemic movie, right? So it's older, but I had wanted to watch it and I just never got around to it, and it came up on my suggested list, and I was like, sure, why not? It actually was really funny and really good. I liked it a lot. Like, the cast is like crazy. There's so many like big celebrities in it and everything, and there's dancing and vomiting, and yeah, it's great. Really awesome. I definitely would recommend that one if you haven't seen it. It was pretty funny. And then after I finished that, I started American Nightmare on Netflix, which was not the show to watch when you're by yourself in your house. Bad idea. And then after I finished it, I was like, well, I need to take a shower now. But I'm not quite finished with it, actually. I'm halfway through the last episode. There's 3 episodes. But I really, it's crazy. And I like documentaries and stuff, but like, I don't know. Like I said, it was a bad choice to watch this one by myself in my house. But it was really good. This is T-Bear. He's come to say hi. But it's crazy. And I think it says a lot about, our culture and victim blaming and not believing women and such. I want to be careful with my words here. But yeah, it's wild and definitely interesting. Definitely something to watch if you like crime documentaries. Because it's a pretty good one. Sad, really messed up, but good. I feel like sometimes you need those kind of like documentaries in your life to like remind yourself about like what the world is like for some people. And yeah, wild. Anyway, yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys. All the chill stuff and all the stitching stuff. And again, thank you so much for watching and subscribing and helping my channel hit the new milestone. And yeah, look forward to a new crafty video soon with my embroidery project. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I'm really excited to do it. It could be a disaster. If it's a disaster, I will still share it with you because I'm nice like that. But yeah, it might not go well. But I am really excited to do it, even if it sucks. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe. I know like half the people who watch my channel are not subscribers, so 50% of you need to hit the button. And as always, I appreciate you leaving a like. And if you have any questions or you just want to tell me what you're working on or what you're watching, reading, whatever, leave a comment down below because I love to hear from you guys and I love to hear about what you are up to. I got this kitty. He's a tea bear. He's not really a cuddler. He likes to like sit with me on the chair, but he doesn't like to cuddle. So with that, we will say goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.